By now you guys all probably saw the clown show, the spectacle that was the other day thanks to Democrats when they spoke against Republicans kicking out Ilhan Omar from the Foreign Affairs Committee. Now, this is a woman, Ilhan Omar is a woman who is pro-terrorism and, well, a brother fucker. She married her own brother either to commit immigration fraud or maybe because she was really in love with her brother. Maybe she really is into that weird stuff. For whatever reason, just for that reason alone, for marrying her own brother, she needed to get kicked out from the Foreign Affairs Committee. Just for that reason alone. Now, I believe she actually got kicked out because she criticized Israel. I'm not against criticizing Israel. After all, I criticize the government of Ukraine because it looks like we're sending billions of our own money to over there in order to cover up the shenanigans that corrupt government was doing, the dealings that the corrupt government of Ukraine was doing with the Biden crime family. So, legitimate criticism against a country, against a government is okay. But you know what? We're fighting with demons here. Elections are getting stolen. They're in favor of killing babies after birth. So, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take it. If she can get kicked out from the Foreign Affairs Committee for criticizing Israel, if that can be used as a weapon against Democrats, let's do it. After all, the way I see it, she needed to get kicked out from there for being a brother fucker, just for that reason. But anyways, in case you missed the clown show, I'm gonna put some very quick clips, and well, you see why it's worrisome that these people are representing us, that these are the people that are sending billions of dollars to Ukraine, that these are the people who are probably going to send us to war over there. It's very worrisome. These are the people, these are our leaders who are doing economic policies. But anyways, let's just laugh a little bit because at the end of the day, it was a clown show and it was funny.
Desperation. So desperate to distract the American people from their total inability to govern. The GOP is now doing what it is best at, weaponizing hate against a black, beautiful Muslim woman. Congresswoman Omar's lived experience as a refugee and a child of survivor of war should be welcomed on this committee. It is needed. When you can't pass any bills that actually improve the people's lives, they turn Congress into a place of fear-mongering hate. It is so painful to watch. How ironic that the so-called lovers of personal freedom are now moving to censor Congresswoman Omar in the same week they introduced a bill to ban federal employees from engaging in censorship. Where are the free speech warriors today? The hypocrisy is obvious to the American people. You are showing who you all are, really.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
Omar will not be silenced.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
To Congresswoman Omar, I am so sorry, sis, that our country is failing you today through this chamber. You belong
The gentlewoman is no longer recognized, and the gentleman from Mississippi is recognized.
That's a lunatic, crazy, unhinged woman. And imagine that she's representing us. Whew. Now let's take a look at another one. This fat woman here is gonna talk about the whole thing. I mean, the whole thing that being a white supremacist, racism, anti-Muslim act against Ilhan Omar from Republicans. I mean, this is lunacy. But again, clown show. So let's take a look at what she says. And then listen.
Republicans are waging a blatantly Islamophobic and racist attack on Congresswoman Omar. And I've said it before, I will say it again. The white supremacy happening is unbelievable. This is despicable. It is Congresswoman Omar who has been harassed at her job for simply existing as a Muslim woman in Congress. It is she who has been attacked by a member of this body, ridiculing her as a potential terrorist for simply existing as a Muslim
You forgot, brother fucker.
woman in this Congress. So rather than bring an actual accountability, any accountability to Congress, they bring this offensive resolution to the floor. This is just a bunch of racist gaslighting. We all know it. Vote no.
The gentlewoman from Pennsylvania reserves, and the gentleman from Mississippi is.
By the way, this is all theater because if it was actually if this really was actually about racism, let's remember that Eric Swalwell and the other guy, Pencil Neck Chief, they are not Muslims, they are not black women or whatever. These are white dudes, and they were kicked out of the House Intelligence Committee. Swalwell for being, well, for banging Chinese spies, and the other one, the other one for leaking classified stuff to the media in order to, I don't know, I guess to oust Trump, in order to humiliate Trump. But again, these are white dudes and they were kicked out. So this is not about racism. This all that she just said is just she's just playing for the lowest common denominator for people who are on the lowest common denominator, and for the media. So they can play that to their stupid audience. But anyways, here comes Eric Swalwell. Let's take a listen to what he says.
Recognized.
We reserve at this time.
The gentlewoman from Pennsylvania is recognized.
I yield 1 minute to the gentleman from California, Representative Swalwell.
The gentleman is recognized for 1 minute.
Madam Speaker, when I heard that we're going to remove a member of this House from their committee for anti-Semitism, I raced down here because I thought, finally, in this chamber, there's going to be some accountability.
You know what's better than this video? Where is better? What he actually retweeted. You guys are gonna see what I'm gonna show it to you guys right now. But let me just put what I'm gonna show you in context. This is a guy who has been mocking on Twitter Republicans as dumb, stupid, whatever. He's been mocking Trump Jr. He's been saying that, well, he's been portraying him as dumb, stupid, and he's also been mocking Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. So the guy thinks he's all smart and everything, and look at what he retweeted. He actually retweeted this. And again, let me to put context on this. If you guys don't know, or if many of you guys don't know, the guy gave a big fart on national TV. He farted on national TV, a big one. So with that in mind, and with all that I just said, take a look and a listen to what he retweeted, which is this.
Madam Speaker, when I heard that we're going to remove a member of this House from their committee for anti-Semitism, I raced down here because I thought, finally, in this chamber, there's going to be some accountability from this conference that continues to allow its members to root for rioters, a conference that harbors a wanted international criminal and has members who choose violence over voting every single day, finally. And so I thought, we're going to hold someone accountable. Surely it's the author of this tweet. So surely this tweet came down, right? Came down, was deleted. No, 2 more months it was kept up. 2 more months. So don't come here looking at us for anti-Semitism. Look in your own damn mirror before you ever come over here. And I yield back.
He actually retweeted that. No joke, he actually retweeted that. But let's not forget about AOC. Let's see. Now, you guys saw how all the theater that they were doing. You guys saw that. It was all clown show. So that's how we all saw it, but that's what we saw is what was on national TV. But what we really saw, how we really saw it, we actually saw it this way. When we watched all that theater, we actually saw it this way. It was a clown show.
Don't tell me that this is about a condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have a member of the Republican caucus who has talked about Jewish space lasers and an entire amount of tropes and also elevated her to some of the highest committee assignments in this body. This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology. My life was threatened. Thank you. Don't tell me that.
That's how we really saw it. It was a clown show. And now this whole thing that her life was threatened, she's always playing the victim. You know what she's talking about? She's talking about this. Now let me put this in context first. She's talking about a tweet from a representative, from Paul Gosar, where he tweeted a photoshopped anime, an intro of an anime. Now, what's an anime? Well, that's a anime is the name that they give to cartoons in Japan. So it's animation, but in Japanese it's called anime. And the Japanese intros, the anime intros, usually look like this. Now, I was a big fan of anime when I was growing up, also of certain cartoon shows like the X-Men and Darkwing Duck, but I also liked anime like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. This is, if you guys don't know, this is what an anime intro looks like, what an anime opening looks like. Now, that's your typical intro, anime intro. That's your typical anime intro. This is what Paul Gosar tweeted, like 2 years ago, maybe? 3 years ago? 1 year and a half? I don't remember. But this is what he tweeted. And this is why AOC says that I'm a victim, my life was threatened. Give me a break. Get the hell out of here. It was just a funny anime intro, Photoshop anime intro. Really funny. I'm going to show it to you guys in a second. So we have this from the Gateway Pundit. Here's a silly video. Representative Paul Gosar posted that Taran Pelosi is using to demand he is removed from his congressional committees. What a joke. Yeah, the guy was censored, kicked out. I mean, just because for posting a funny anime meme. The Washington Post published an article stating that Representative Paul A. Gosar from Arizona shared an altered animated video that depicts him killing AOC and swinging two swords at President Biden. Now, this story is from when? From November 17, 2021. So, yeah. So, a year and a half ago. The video in question is literally a cartoon where Representative Gosar is depicted flying on a jetpack using lightsaber-like weapons to defeat the colossal titan with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's face photoshopped onto it. So in other words, it's a meme. It is a spoof of the fictional Japanese anime Attack on Titan. In other words, like it says in the, like I just said, in other words, it's a meme and it addresses the border invasion and the attack on our country led by career politicians who abuse their powers. Yes, that's what it was. That's what the meme was all about. But they always go, oh no, he's being violent. Oh, poor me, poor me. They always play victim. When every time or a lot of times, it's usually Republicans who get attacked physically, violently by leftists. It's always leftists who are getting arrested for trying to commit a terrorism act. And sometimes they end up committing terrorism acts. Antifa, anyone? Summer of Love, anyone? So again, get the hell out of here. Anyways, so here I'm gonna show you the videos. But by the way, but before I show you the videos, this article is prophetic. Actually, was she censored or kicked off her committees? No. He's referring to the article is referring to Maxine Waters, who is famous for threatening to kill President Trump. Yeah. So was she censored or kicked out of her committees? No. Democrats call for acts of violence on a weekly basis. Are they kicked off their committees? Ilhan Omar married her brother and hurls anti-Semitic slurs at Jews on a frequent basis. Why is she on a committee? Well, again, this is from a year and a half ago, so kind of this article is kind of prophetic. Anyways, I'm going to show you the videos right now. I'm going to show the video right now. And, let me finish this article. Representative Paul Gosar is a patriot who loves his country and demands that the laws be upheld. Yeah? All right. I'm going to show you guys the video. Very funny one. I hope there's no commercials. Come Come on, that was funny. If not funny, it was still interesting. It was a really, really good tweet. He was censoring on Twitter, on all Twitter for that video. But that's another tactic of the left. We can't be funny. Only they can be funny, even though it's impossible for them to be funny. If you watch the Colbert show, you watch the Jimmy Kimmel, it's never about being. You watch SNL, which is horrible show now. It's not about being funny. It's all about insulting, and then having all those seals going ha 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 ha. They're not funny, but they need to censor us. They need to censor us who are funny. They need to censor us. They need to say, "Oh, that's not funny. That's being violent," even though it's really funny. Why? Because they are the ones who can be funny, not us. Because at the end of the day, again, these are demons. These are people who make no sense. These are people who are attacking our reality. This is an assault on reality. And what happens when they assault reality? That's when they can control us. When they can make us think that elections are fair, that a man can be a woman, and that killing babies is all about rights. That's how they can control us, by attacking our minds. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please give it a like. If you wanna support me in growing my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you wanna support me in any other way, you can check out my comic book. It's on Amazon. I did it all by myself. It's a non-woke comic book. So please, everything is gonna be in the descriptions down below. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it, and God bless.